Wallerfield Trinidad, the Caribbean Motor Racing Championship, Round 2. Race 1 goes north. And some 4x4 action all after the break.
Hi, I'm Christian Budusing and you're watching Race 1.
Call up their big 4-day morning band and Johnny Walker presents Groovy 5.0 this Saturday, July 4th at the Scroll Up Soca Arena, a night of sweet soca performers including Statement, Don Trent and Hyper Sound. Scroll Up specials on Johnny Walker all night long and a special price for all registering for the band tonight. Sweet soca DJs will be Jinxing and El Paso with Daddy Biggs, Penthouse 2.0, Bubbles and Stan and Monster Beach. Admission is $20 before midnight, $25 after.
Soca One Entertainment brings Walk Up Wednesday, starting Wednesday, July 8th at Freddy's Smoke Bar, Barker's Road, Titchborne, St. Michael. Your Soca selectors, Styles P and Hyper Squad. Here's how to get there. From Bussa Roundabout, go northwards to Norman Niles Roundabout, make the second left after Bussa, and you're there. It's a free Soca Lime. Walk Up Wednesdays, this and every Wednesday from July 8th. Be there. If you want the best motor oil for your vehicle, get Belleville Motor Oil, the official motor oil of Race 1. It's a rainy day at Wallerfield Trinidad, and the action was still super exciting. A quick recap now. The Caribbean Motor Racing Championship Round 2 was in full swing at the Wallerfield track in Trinidad and Tobago. Group 2 of the championship was turning out to be full of twists and turns, as Barbados' Mark Thompson won the first race, and then it was Guyana's Shiraz Roshan Dean who won the second race, with Trinidad's Mark Williams second. Group 3 was also a hair-raiser on a wet and slippery day at the track. Guyana's Danny Passard and his Mazda Miata won the first race in the group, while Trinidad's Paul Vieira fought his way from the back of the pack in the second race to claim a popular victory among the fans. The highly tuned weapons of speed were pitted against each other in the top CMRC class, which was Group 4. The day was turning out to be one for the Mitsubishi Evolutions, which had been proving to be in a race of their own. Starting off the second round with a bang was Guyana's Christian Jeffrey, who won the first race from Trinidad's Christian Budusing. Third was Gerard Carrington, all at the helm of Evolutions. In the second race, Trinidad's teenage wonder boy, Budusing, made it to the top of the podium. While Carrington was second, Jeffrey had transmission problems, but held on for third place. Guyana's Shiraz Roshandine was on pole for the third and final race of the Caribbean Motor Racing Championship Group 2 race after winning the second race in the group. The battle for second place is between Guyana's Ryan Rahaman and Trinidad's Mark Williams. And they both slide out after touching a wet spot on the track. Williams manages to keep his Honda under control, but Rahaman is not so lucky. He slips to the back of the packed field. However, safe at the front though is Guyana's Shiraz Roshandine, while Mark Williams still manages to hold on to second place after his scary moment. Making his way through the 13-car field was Barbados' Mark Thompson, who did not finish the second race due to gearbox problems, and he had moved up to fourth place after starting at the back of the grid. With Roshandine leading from Williams, Mark Gill's third place was under threat by Thompson. The Bajan now gets past Gill under braking. At the front, Mark Williams was closing in on Shiraz Roshandine for the lead. Williams was waiting for the right moment to launch his attack. On the inside, Williams seizes the lead. Trinidad's Mark Williams goes on to win the final race of the Caribbean Motor Racing Championship Group 2. Shiraz Roshandine had to settle for second and Mark Thompson third. Guyana's Christian Jeffrey had some mechanical problems in the second race, and his crew wasted little time in trying to solve them before he headed back out for the second race. The front saw Trinidad's Christian Boodoo Singh and Gerard Carrington. Next row was Christian Jeffrey and Barbados' Doug Maloney, then Jamaica's Peter Ray. After their warm-up laps, it was time for racing as the pace car pulls off and 5 cars pull away from the rest of the pack. Coming out the leader is Gerard Carrington, and he is followed by Christian Jeffrey, then Christian Boodoo Singh. That start again from Barbados' Doug Maloney's car. Boy, this is truly an evolutionary period of speed. As we see Jeffrey and Boodoo Singh jostle for that second place spot. And look out! Peter Ray's Mazda RX-7 comes flying across the field, stopping just on the edge of the front straight. All that after avoiding a collision with Barbados' Doug Maloney. As we see here, Doug has some suspension problems. It looks as though his car is actually dragging on the ground. Leading is Trinidad's Carrington from Guyana's Jeffrey, followed by Boodoo Singh, Doug Maloney, and Franklin Boudreau. but Doug Maloney is forced to return to the pit after just one lap with a broken front right suspension. On to the leaders. This battle between Carrington and Jeffrey saw both drivers dip below 41 seconds. They were both clearly faster than last year's record pace, which was over 41 seconds. And mere split seconds off the new record set by Jeffrey in qualifying of 40.2 seconds. Jeffrey, the points leader heading into the second round and the defending champion, eager to get back to the front and pushing Carrington to the limit. Carrington manages to hold on to his lead as Jeffrey is forced to tuck in behind him and wait for another opportunity. Jeffrey gets past Carrington. Now watch him push the Evolution to the limit. Now Jeffrey opens a slight cushion and Carrington seems to be falling into the sights of Voodoo Singh. Fourth was Franklin Boudram in his Renault. At the back was the battle for the RX-7s between Gregory John, Richard Mohammed and Jason Ramsaran. The fire-breathing evolution of Gerard Carrington is coming. Jeffrey seems to have a problem. Carrington is through on the inside, and the Trinis are loving it. Jeffrey has to fight not to lose 2 positions in this move. He just manages to hold off Voodoo Singh. And these 3 come up on back markers, and it is Trinidad's Gerard Carrington who maneuvers and wins from Christian Jeffrey and Kristen Voodoo Singh.
Great drive in the last race. Tell us about your day.
Well, it started off kind of bad. We had a lot of rain. It was wet, slippery, slidey. But the last race we were dry, and from the start it was just balls it out, man. Actually, this car was owned by Skullcandy out of the US. Jeffrey Panton bought it out of Jamaica, and I bought it about a year ago. Brought it to Trinidad, scrapped it, did over the entire car. We went to Guyana in November last year. I won the local Group 4 race. Unfortunately, we only got to race 1 race. And since then, the car's been sitting, waiting for today.
A great drive all day. Tell us about it.
Well, first of all, thanks to all the sponsors, Seaboard Marine, all the sponsors at the event, all the regional competitors for coming out. My sponsors, Sierra Voodoo Singh and Sons Limited, Total Lubricants and Carl Richard Wrecking. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. Today was difficult, I wouldn't lie. The conditions really played a part. First time I'm driving this track, I didn't get any seat time. I had troubles all weekend. First race it was raining. It was a huge battle with Christian. I mean, it was a tactical battle. He just played that tactical game, and the conditions were not in our favor. I managed to come out second. Second race a little bit more fortunate, and I got to put it on first place for the Trinidad fans. And in the last race, I just ran out of tires. That's how it goes sometimes. I'm glad to represent my country. Glad to make all the Trinidadian people proud. Hopefully you guys see me next time and keep watching race 1.
We want to thank Stuart Williams from Williams Equipment and Doug and Mark Maloney for assisting us with our travels to Trinidad. Thank you so much, guys. We now look forward to the Caribbean Motor Racing Championship Round 3 at Bushy Park in Barbados. Soca One Entertainment brings Walk Up Wednesday, starting Wednesday, July 8th at Freddy's Smoke Bar, Barker's Road, Titchborne, St. Michael. Your Soca selectors, Styles P and Hyper Squad. Here's how to get there. From Bussa Roundabout, go northwards to Norman Niles Roundabout, make the second left after Bussa, and you're there. It's a free Soca line. Walk Up Wednesdays, this and every Wednesday from July 8th. Be there.
Call up their big 4-day morning band, and Johnny Walker presents Groovy 5.0 this Saturday, July 4th at the Squall Up Soca Arena, a night of sweet soca performers including Statement, Don Trent, and Hyper Sound. Squall Up specials on Johnny Walker all night long, and a special price for all registering for the band of the night. Sweet soca DJs will be Jinxing and El Paso with Daddy Biggs, Penthouse 2.0, Bubbles and Stan, and Monster Beats. Admission is $20 before midnight, $25 after.
If you want the best motor oil for your vehicle, get Belleville Motor Oil, the official motor oil of Race 1. We're still on the track where two Jamaicans are blazing up circuits in North America, and their BMW seen here leading the pack. This is the New Jersey Motorsport Park Thunderbolt course. AJ and Sean Ashley. Long Island, New York is where we found the champion pair at their Autocraft BMW Specialist Garage. Much thanks to our friend Mike. This is AJ, Sean's dad, the mastermind behind the super machine. Sean decided to face our cameras first.
Well, it originally started as a 1999 323 four-door. It has M3 quarter panels from a 2005 M3. It has an S54 engine from the newer M3, 2002 to 2006. It has around 330 horsepower D-tune for the class GTS4, which is based on a power-to-weight ratio. It has a Drench sequential gearbox, 6-speed sequential gearbox. The series we race in is NASA. The class is GTS4. Like I said before, it's based on power-to-weight ratio. We mainly race against German manufactured cars.
Sean competes in the NASA Northwest German Touring Series 4 class. One race is timed between, now listen carefully, 30 to 40 minutes. Yep, that's right. A whole half an hour or more of racing. Electrical problems on the start. Back up to speed. Sean passes everyone and went on to win his group. Remember, one race is more than 30 minutes long. Well, to the man behind it all, AJ. He takes us right back to the beginning.
It started from street racing, running from the police, getting tired of running from the police and wanted to have fun. So street racing, went to drag racing got boring. Then I started doing time trials, then I went to full racing. I started racing Mazda, that's my first thing. Then I was racing professionally in the Speed World Challenge Series. Then the car was competitive, but the car was old. So based on that, I switched to BMWs and then started racing BMWs, opened up a repair shop for BMWs. And one thing led to another, and that's what I'm doing now, This car is a new car, And we actually did a race last year where they qualified on the pole. Was leading the race, my son was driving. Car spun in front of him, he couldn't avoid him, so he hit him. But the car prior to this, we won many championships, many races, So this is a new car that we're coming up with now. Sequential gearbox, the whole 9 yards.
You speak about your son, are you getting out of the sport and passing on to him?
No. I'm still fast, but he's young and fearless. I have responsibilities, so, But a lot of the fun is, seeing him doing good with the car and knowing that I'm behind the car. Building the car and stuff like that. But I still give him a challenge now and then.
As they call me the young Schumacher, so I would say I'm pretty good at it.
On to some four-wheeler action at the Saul June Safari. This is the 59th running of the event and 19 competitors are entered for this one. We're at a slight uphill challenge at Vaucluse St. Thomas, and with these bogger tires on this Jeep Cherokee, Nicholas Pinto and Mark Western make it look easy. Not as simple for Leslie Allen and Chris O'Neill. If anyone hits the markers, it's a penalty. Wayne Manning and Willie Hines in a Suzuki Samurai. The best little four-wheeler when set up properly. A sharp turn right here with a big rock in the way. Almost everyone had to reverse. Otherwise, no problems for this team. A Ford Ranger piloted by the experienced Ben Norris. He drove the monster orange Tomcat a few years ago. Seems to be thinking if to take the easy way out, but no. Marker down. Penalties for Nicholas Yard and Brett Barber. Nice turn here by the novice pair of Derek Pinto and Adam Hunt in their Toyota Hilux. Dean Springer and Renata Rowett chicken out. Seasoned. Well, seasoned competitor Adrian Sinclair at the controls of a Suzuki Samurai. It may be a power issue. It needs more juice under the hood. Let's see how Derek Gill and Andrew Croney do with these Mozilla tires on the Pajero. If the rain had fallen, they would be in trouble. Okay then, drive over everything. I'm along true. Over at Morgan Lewis St. Andrew, Jean-Marc Cozier and Peter Bradshaw make light work of this incline in their Land Rover Defender. Also Julian Curtin and Dominic Straker in the Jeep Wrangler. Leslie Allen and Chris O'Neill with the least penalties were first overall.